Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about rumors. Let's talk about facts.
We gon' talk about life. We gon' talk about death. Romance, finances, generational wealth.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to
Let's talk about it
with me, Marsha E. Dudley,
and me, Ethoia Lewis.
Welcome.
So here's the thing, you guys. You know, you're probably gonna be like, why are they coming on tonight? Why are they doing this? But listen, we are not a part of the whole draft thing that they have going on. So that wasn't on the forefront of our mind.
Hold on, we gotta sit again. One person just joined.
Hi, Sharita. Sharita, we weren't thinking about the draft. So we didn't cancel tonight, but I just feel like we shouldn't have to cancel for a draft. They can rewatch that some other time.
I'm telling you, go ahead and give it
versus rewatching us. But I'm glad you could join us. But we weren't thinking about it. Maybe we would have, and then again, maybe we wouldn't have. We don't know.
Oh,
you know, you never know how you're gonna react to something.
I wouldn't have. I don't think we would have canceled, but we could have just did something more geared toward women.
Yeah, we could have. I mean, we could just have girl talk and talk about complacency.
You know what? We can. We're going to have girl talk again.
Hey, let's talk. Okay, Sharita, what are we talking about? Girl talk. What's the girl talk? See? I'm sending it out.
Oh, okay.
My nails look purple.
No. They're fuchsia. They do. I'm not even gonna put my hands up there. You'd have to laugh that hard. You're wrong for that. All right, so y'all. Yeah, tonight it's looking real ugly because of this draft, but it's all right. It's okay. We're gonna still be great.
We're gonna still talk about it.
So, Sharita, you want to be a guest today? It's all right.
Come on,
Sharita.
Send Sharita a link so we can all just sit here and talk. Even if we're talking about, but we're gonna broadcast something tonight.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Invite. Copy the clipboard. Messenger.
Sharita talking about you not to set her up, but we're not setting you up because we love you. We wouldn't do that to you. So, but we're gonna just have some.
Oh, tonight is good.
There she is. There she is. There she goes to save the day.
Okay. So Sharita, you should have just got that. Who else on here?
Sharita, first of all, that's not what you're gonna do to Marsha.
What's she saying?
Sharita, I need to see that one broke nail, Marsha.
Sharita, they ain't even broke no more. They are non-existent. I got pieces of.
Don't show nobody.
I ain't gonna show nobody. Put my hands in my pocket.
What's up? Hey.
All right.
Come on, Sharita, go to your messages and click on that thing so you can pop up here and we can have a whole conversation like we do when we just sitting around with a drink.
Hey, you want margarita?
Yeah. You got a margarita? And we're gonna have some drinks and talks, girl. So, Sharita, you're gonna have to get a drink. If you come on, please get a drink. We're drinking tonight.
Oh man.
You ain't got no cold margarita?
Yeah.
You gotta watch Marsha. Marsha be playing. She play too much. Talking about I want. You don't have any margaritas at your house? You got to get a margarita. You got to get something to drink. You should have told Carlos to bring one when he was coming over there. She is in there really making a margarita, y'all. Do y'all hear that? On the rocks, Marsha? Okay. Yeah, I got to drive back home. Y'all know I'm a lightweight. Marsha about to have company on her couch. Yes, you have to get off and go to Messenger. Yeah, don't go in there with them.
They have to be in this cup.
So we got a royal treatment happening. Why we got to have a straw?
Oh, I have to have a straw.
Ooh, strawberry lime. You fancy, huh? She getting us right, y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? She don't waste it all over the table first.
I'm not gonna do this with you.
That's just my baby mama. So we're gonna say cheers to being ladies. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Talk about skincare regimen. What are we talking about? Oh, let's talk about in your relationship, going to strip clubs and stuff like that.
Okay, so yeah. For those that just joined, since tonight is draft night, and
you should get a drink, Sharita. And come in. Where you at? Ooh, that lime.
Good Lord.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'm slobbered.
Don't do that. Your mouth is a little wet.
Okay, y'all. So for real. So we're gonna have a conversation. Like I said, tonight is draft night. We've been getting messages like, "Oh, Toya, Marshall, why did y'all do? Let's talk about it tonight." Now look, y'all don't tell Oprah not to showcase all her little things.
Auntie Wendy's still on TV.
So don't be doing us.
CNN, MSNBC, Fox,
all of them.
They still reporting.
That's right. So tonight.
Oh, if you have not done so yet, please go and subscribe to Let's Talk About It with me and her.
Ethoia and Marsha.
Yes. Our names are written right there.
That's a YouTube. On YouTube. Okay, y'all. So, like I said, we're gonna have some little girl talk tonight. We're supposed to be talking about being complacent, and I guess we could kind of talk about
being complacent in relationships,
being complacent, and how we as women deal with it. Because I really don't think any men are going to be on here tonight.
No.
So we're just gonna have some girl talk.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
So you and Carlos have been married
forever.
Yeah. For over 20 years.
We've been together since I was 18, 19, something like that.
So even with me and Vic, we've been together now for almost 7 years. And it is easy to me to get complacent in our relationship. So how do you make sure that you don't stop growing in your relationship?
Well, first of all, that's not a good question for me.
Because
I am
hot.
No.
Oh.
Because I am very complacent in my relationship.
Are you?
I'm very complacent. As a matter of fact, sometimes I ask myself what my problem is.
Okay.
I don't cook. I don't clean.
But you're gonna tell us how you got that done.
No, I do cook and I do clean. It's just not as often as I should.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you do see where you have become complacent in your relationship to a certain degree.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to change that?
I don't know. I look at that floor and I'm like, man, it's too much floor. I didn't ask for all this floor. So
Sharita, hold on. Sharita, I want to know how you're gonna sit here and keep commenting. And we sent you a whole link and we're inviting you onto the show so that you can actually have a conversation with us.
And you can be talking to us instead of out there listening to those stupid guys talk about the draft that their team not gonna pick up the people that they want.
We got some more people in there. We want to have a visitor tonight or have a guest on tonight. Let me go look.
You didn't even get off the thing and go to your messenger. I could not with you.
Yeah.
I love you though.
So do you want to you said you don't
not just in my relationship with my husband. I'm just complacent, period, in everything. Everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna read to you what
complacency is.
Yes. And why is complacency bad?
I'm gonna tell you the reason why. My definition of being complacent. My definition of being complacent is being satisfied with where you're at with no enthusiasm, no motivation to move forward.
Okay, that's not good.
Me? Hi, darling. I didn't know how to do this.
Well, you hear now, girl. Can we get this?
How can I can't see Marsha now.
It's okay. It's for me to fix.
Let's see what's behind me. Make sure I don't have nothing in the background that shouldn't be there.
Okay, so Sharita, Toya just said that she is okay with being complacent in her relationship. It's
not. I'm not okay with it. Well, I guess I am okay with it.
So give Sharita your definition of what
I can't even remember. Just being satisfied, just lacking the motivation to want more from it. It's not that. I probably messed this up. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have took this drink.
I need a drink.
So I felt like in my marriage we were complacent because I think
wait. Huh? In this marriage, you're complacent.
Okay, we went through a period of complacency.
Okay,
and for me, I get bored really, really quickly, so we have to change it up. We have to change it up.
Sorry.
And when you say change it up,
my phone on.
Well, I actually took your advice the other day. I told you I was talking to you about something, and you told me,
"What is this that we see right here?"
That's Sharita's booty. Okay, we back. Okay, you good now?
I'm back. I just wanted to get the phone where I cannot hold it.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, so I was talking to Toya, and I was talking about just different things in relationship, and Toya and tell you and Carlos need to start back dating again.
I know that.
Okay, so
you're not telling me anything I don't know.
So what are you gonna do to get out of the complaint?
I feel like so for me, a date is not going to McDonald's or going to Wendy's.
Okay,
I want to be wine and dine because that dating period, that when you're dating one another, it makes the sex more exciting. And I feel like it makes it more frequent.
I agree with that.
Because when you were dating, it was something about always being like, this is my trophy.
Mm-hmm.
This is my this is my that. It just made you want to just give yourself over. Take me.
But I think too, because that beginning when it's all new and all of that, and I think complacency comes in when the newness wear off. So I think you have to do things to keep new in it. So, that's why when we were talking the other day, and it was like, I'll entertain different things with my husband because we'll try something new to keep it spontaneous. We'll do things, places, just because to keep it spontaneous. That's why I'm open. I like the thrill of it. It's almost like the thrill of the hunt. You just change it to the thrill of the new of what we're trying. So it keeps that thrill going.
So how do you navigate? Like, it makes it easier when you're both willing to do it. So what if you have a partner that's not willing to do it?
Thank you, because that's what my next question was. Look,
I'm not saying Carlos not willing. I just don't know.
I'm gonna tell you now. Victor's not looking at the draft. I'm straight up.
He's gonna come back and watch this.
Y'all
gonna talk about this tomorrow.
Okay. We're not gonna talk about it. He ain't gonna go back, but he's not going to. He's not gonna do it anywhere other than our house. So.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to always be around doing spontaneous stuff with sex though, or with that.
Nope.
It can be other things that you guys can do. We still have date night. We do. I mean, before COVID, but it was just different things that we've done. We do more. It's more than that.
If I don't come up with it, I feel like it won't. It doesn't happen. Like.
So you're saying that that you always have to come up with if you're going to be spontaneous, you have to come up with it.
Yeah. If I leave it to him, he'll say, okay, but if I leave it to him to make anything happen with it.
And I completely agree with Toya. I told Groupon has so many different things and ideas that you can do. And just do something for me. But he's still not going to do it. If we do something, I'm going to have to think of it. So I think it's like, how do you help that partner that is okay with being complacent in the relationship?
Well, for one, it's okay for us or you to plan it. I mean, it's one of those, if they don't do it, then it doesn't happen. So then that's when complacency sets in. So if I have to plan it and we do it, that's still keeping it new. It doesn't matter who thought of it. It's for the relationship. And maybe,
But in my mind, I feel like if I have to think of everything for us, that can be exhausting too. I like the partnership,
the initiative. Just show me.
You want to take me to? Yeah. Why do I have to look up and make the reservations and do this and do that?
Exactly.
That's just my thought process.
I do get what Sharita's saying, and to be honest with you, when I do, and think about it, when you do plan it out, you do have a good time with them.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like you have to just know your partner. My thing is, I feel like I have to accept that. And it makes me mad. And I don't want to accept it.
I think that's what it is too.
But they had those characters when you married them.
Like I'm gonna have to make it happen. Now Carlos told me I am good at messing up a surprise. I believe it. So he just stops. Like that happened years ago where he just was like, you know what, she gonna mess it up. Because you can't surprise her because she wants to know this. If you're doing that, she want to know why. She want to know what I need to have on this color for, or I need to know everything. I'm nosy. Okay. I do need to know.
Well, then that's unfair. If you got to know all of that, then turn around and say, well, he don't plan nothing.
Okay, so I agree with you there. Now, see, you didn't tell me that part right there. So I agree with you. I agree with him. You just gonna have to keep planning. As
Right.
for me, I am married to Moses. So I'm just going to accept that.
I like for him to just get tickets to something and be like, babe, you need to go get dressed. I'm taking you out. Oh, well, how do I need to look? I'm excited because you took the initiative. All that.
Mine
I don't know if y'all keep freezing. It might be my phone though.
Maybe it's us.
We don't know. We'll never know who's doing what.
Okay, how about now?
You're fine right now.
Okay.
She's gonna be over here. Oh no,
but that's good. I agree with you, Sharita. So you're telling me as far as, and you and Damien been together for what, 8 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
8 years.
And so you just try, you're just doing different things to just keep it spontaneous.
Yeah. Now COVID shut down a whole lot, so we got to re-up. We lost a year because everything was closed. But we used to try to have date night at least once a night, and I'm okay with we'll drive through and get something because it's some us time. We go look at model homes together. We go do any little thing once a week.
Yeah.
You got to have that because it's something I learned a long time ago is that you got to constantly nurture this relationship so that it can stay, bonded together and nothing can come in and cause division. So that's why we try to keep that always. It's something, this is not my first marriage. So Marsha, I'm with you. So I know the things that I didn't do right. So I've learned from it.
Yeah.
And so he's been married before and he's learned from it. So I think that made us better.
Well, he's been married before. He married me twice. So he knows better.
I was going to say, was he married to somebody else? I didn't know.
He was. His oldest son's mother. He was married to her.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. But then you learn from that. And then we were young, too.
Yeah. Yes.
So
I think that plays a big
Y'all froze again.
part. When you're
young, there you go, you're back.
Love and you think you're going to be able to do this, that, and the other and take on anything, and you're not, because you don't have the tools needed to navigate through it.
Because you don't know yourself at that point.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And I think another thing for me and Victor is that we hauled off and had a baby in our 40s, and we had 6 years. It's just me and him, and because Janai was big, so she was doing her own thing. So for 6 years, it's just been me and Vic and us. We always did date night and had so much time for each other. And now it's like we have to relearn each other with Gianna. And we've been trying to put her in one of my goals for when we started coming into 2021 was to have Gianna start sleeping in her own bed. We have not mastered that. So she starts off in her bed, but before the night is over, Gianna's in our bed back with us. And I just think that that's a big thing, having her in our bed.
I think a big thing is you just having that. No, you're going to sleep in your own bed. Remember, you're going to be a big girl. You have to send her back to her bed. But you have to be just as ruthless, or if not more.
Yeah. And then, like I said, I've known Vic ever since he was 16, and he ain't gonna try nothing. It's gonna be.
You're gonna get up off Vic.
Nikita said, Marsha, we have the same story. What story?
We about the baby. Yeah, about the baby. I'm telling you, that whole baby being in your 40s and having a child.
Someone that's not working. Someone sending them back to the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not working because you're not allowing it to work.
I promise you, Toya, that's so easy said than done. I promise you.
You should tape her down to her bed.
Okay.
And let her cry.
Okay.
I'm judging all of you people.
You know, that's something that I never did. Something my mom told me, never start them sleeping in the bed with you because it's the hardest thing. So not one of my kids ever slept in the bed with me.
That as well.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
But let me tell you how Gianna got in the bed with this. Victor was working nights, and I am. I hadn't had a baby in 18 years, almost 20 years, and all I kept thinking about SIDS and all type of stuff.
What?
I'm up here watching her sleep. I couldn't. I needed her right beside me. And then she hauled off one night and she threw up and it came out her nose and I thought she was dying. Oh, baby, she would never sleep by herself ever again. And so that's
so you started it.
Yes, I started it. And
if I can see these comments. Oh, I can't see them.
Well, Nikita said, "Don't judge her." She said, "They're tired out here in these streets."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "I'm 5 times in. This is new."
Somebody said Sharita Hardy's never did that either.
Nikita said Sharita Hardy's never did that either.
What I ain't do?
This child kept running in the bed. I ain't sleep all night since he been here.
I feel you. And I'm telling you, a baby can put a damper on your sex life, on not even just your sex life, just your whole entire relationship.
So you have to make an extra effort.
Yes.
To have time.
Yes. Yes.
Carlos and I spend all the time together. We spend a whole bunch of time together. But I can honestly say, since we moved here to Forney, Marsha lives in Dallas, though. So we're in Dallas right now. I've drive back to Forney. And
we're gonna put these margaritas down.
I need a drink.
Since I moved here to Forney, we've met people to where we get to hang out with other couples. Whereas when we were in every place else, it was always work. So now we have an actual life. So it's easier for us to have those little moments of togetherness in that type of way with other couples.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I thank God for my sister. She crazy, but I thank God for her. Because she allows me to, when we have couples night, it's like, okay, she does it. And I be looking forward. When y'all invite me to something, I don't want it to be for kids. So it's okay for it to not be for kids at all. So,
Well, usually I be wanting to see G, so she takes that away from me. Like, G can come over here. She lives here.
I don't want it.
She knows how to go get on the couch and lay down and go sleep. If I don't know why.
Yeah. So, okay. So we talk about being complacent in relationships. How about complacency in work? So Sharita, I want to point out that you were in a position and you wrote your whole little you wrote your new position out.
First of all, let me just give her big props, because she was like, I don't know if I can take this job. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I want to quit. I just want to let it go. I know I'm gonna be starting over. And the things that she was saying, I was just like, oh my God, my friend, oh my God. I would text her, hey, how's it going? How was this week?
You did.
And then the Lord heard her cry.
Yes, he did.
And opened up her mind, her spirit, her knowledge, just open her up to put her into a position to where she is now. And when she came to tell me, oh, well, they said, she told them what they were missing.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a place for it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, listen.
Here's what you can do.
This is how you boss up.
Yeah.
I was so proud of you because you so what is it? Mild spoken. What is it? What is it?
Mild spoken. That's good.
Like, I don't know. I don't like this job, but it pays my bills.
Wait, but you're right. It took me 20 years to get the nerve up to say no. And because I was complacent and almost thinking, this is it for me.
So I have
and then I
okay, no. So where did you find that will to say, okay, enough is enough and let's go. Let's do something different.
I think with anything, everybody has that breaking point. I think with anything in a marriage, somebody like, well, what made you leave now? And it was so small. But when you fed up, I mean, R. Kelly said it best: when a woman fed up, ain't nothing you can do.
That's right.
And I was fed up. I couldn't take it anymore. So at that point, it didn't matter whether they accepted it or not. I just knew I was changing. So either they had to change with me or I was going to change without them. So it was a matter. I was at a crossroad, and it was either my way or no way. And I was fine with them. Once I got to a point where I was fine with them saying no, because I think a lot of time we wait to do things because we're not ready to accept what the answer is going to be.
Yes.
So I was in a position to, if they would have said no, I would have accepted that and moved on. A lot of times we don't want to ask the question because we're scared of the answer we're going to get. So I got to a point where I wasn't afraid of the no. So I just did it.
Okay.
Nice.
So let me ask you a question. Do you believe, I read this article, it said that complacency is our biggest enemy and that's what's destroying our community than anything else. What do you think about that?
I agree with that.
I actually agree with that. Because, I mean, I'm from a small town, and Toya can vouch for this. We're all actually from small towns. And you go back home, and people are in the same place that they were when I left 25 years ago.
Yeah.
They're in the same place. It's destroying them because they haven't grown. And I look at and now when I go back, the small town that it was and the growth that was there, it's drying up.
Yeah.
So they don't even know. I read a book, Who Moved My Cheese? Sometimes you don't even know when things are drying up. You're so complacent that you can't even see that it's disappearing, that it's falling apart. So yes, I agree with that 100%.
So fear that keeps us complacent. Do you agree with that?
I mean, for some people, like, because I have to, speak on me because I can't speak on nobody else. I can only speak on self. And I've told you time and time again, I am very complacent about business. Very complacent about business. I know I could be doing way, way more.
Yes, you could.
But I don't because I'm fine with where I'm at. And I don't know if there's anything wrong with being fine with where I'm at because I know what I like to do. And if I have something booked, I can't go. And I like to go. So I have to keep myself kind of at a position to where I can just be free and do what the hell I want to do. And I know that comes from being in the military and always having can I please go? I want to be able to do this. You think me and my kids can go out to California for Christmas? Why I got to ask you if me and my kids can go? Hell, I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm their mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that.
Y'all froze.
Yeah. I see
we
it.
good. We back.
Okay.
Keita said they go on regular dates. Hi, David.
Y'all back now.
So for me, that's the thing. And whether it's complacency or stubbornness, because I'm very stubborn, that's where I'm at with work or business.
So a lot of people they don't like change. And for me, I love change. I constantly need change. If I feel like that I'm being complacent or I feel like I'm not growing. I get nervous. I get antsy, and like I get like crazy. Like today, even today, I was sitting up here thinking about the Black Wealth Ambassadors group, and I immediately called. I told Toy, "Hey, can you call me?" And it's like, okay, we have to take this up to the next level. I feel like we're in a standstill, and I don't like standstill. I want to see growth. I want to see us. I want to see us reach our highest potential. So I immediately called and I said, okay, so we put some stuff together. We're gonna launch some stuff starting next week. But it's because I feel like we always have to continue to grow. And so it's like I'm gonna push, 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 push. I'm not afraid of jumping out there. And I think a lot of times we have in our community, especially, we have a lot of people that if it work, it works. If it don't, it don't.
Y'all froze. Oh, you're back.
Okay. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But a lot of us are afraid to just jump out there in the deep to see if it works, you know?
Like what I just said, because you're afraid of the rejection, you're afraid of the failure. So
Yeah.
that'll keep you where you are. And so
Paralyzed.
people,
Yeah.
right.
Paralyzed. And that's
Yep.
the best word, paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are paralyzed. That when I tell you that Black people are we're so inventive. We can come up and make some crap in a minute, but we'll sit on that thing and we won't go forward with it, and that drives me crazy. Like we're so great, but sometimes we're our own worst enemy. And I think that
Hmm.
complacency, that's our greatest enemy. I really do think that that's our great complacency and fear. And fear breeds complacency to me.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think is even with regards to this our generation,
Hmm.
because before us, they were fighting for us to get our education. They were fighting for us to have some, and I think as Black people, we've lost that fight
Yeah.
because we got comfortable, we got complacent, and so we started thinking that we had made it and we had
Yes.
got to the other side, and we haven't. So now with all the videos and the cameras and everything that's going on, it's being exposed. So
Yes.
then it's starting to make us say, hold on, we're really not that far. So
That's
we
Right.
need to get
right.
back into the fight again.
Hmm.
I posted this thing, this picture, and it showed where Black people were back in 1968
Hmm.
and where they're at now. And I was like, is this real? Like, is this really
Right.
true information? Where did they? Because it saddens me because it tells you a lot about home. Are we still in the same position we were back in 68 with home ownership?
Right.
How is that even possible?
And I think, but I think a lot of it is the wealth gap, and that plays a part in it too. The wealth gap, but also, we were not taught about financial literacy, our credit score. Everybody else can go and get a house. It's not like you can just go up there and say, "Hey, I want a house."
Right.
Right.
It's so many, your credit have to be in order, and then, oh man, this messed me
Your debt
up.
to income ratio better be together.
Yes, and
Right.
then y'all, me and Victor, when we all like when we went to go do our house, the price of a house was this amount. In October, it rose $100,000. The base price of the house rose $100,000. To me, that's crazy. So to have a
This is really
new
crazy.
to have a new house,
Hmm.
it's ridiculous. So you would have to buy an older house or whatever. So it's about having those funds. You have to have
But
money and good credit, and a
you
lot of
do, but
don't have it.
they don't. And another thing too, because I have some family members who are receiving, government assistance. And it's almost a setup because they here it is, you do better if you stay on the assistance than it is if you get off.
Yeah.
So it keeps you in that same complacent, oh, I don't want to let housing go. They're paying half my rent. But then on the flip side, well, I can't make that much money because they'll kick me off.
Right.
It's a setup in the mindset.
But that goes into your values and how you're raised as well. Because if you're raised to get stuff for yourself, if you find yourself in a situation, hey, you need to figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Versus, oh, well, you know, they'll give you food stamps.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll pay for that. You can't have a man because if you got a man, they're not gonna help you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It plays into the psyche of our people.
Yeah.
Yes.
True. That's so true.
That's a big part of what's going on in my small hometown is that type of things that's happening.
And to be honest with you, but that's why I think that it's up to us. And it doesn't sound fair, and I've said this 1,000 times on other shows, is that we have to take responsibility. We take a portion of the responsibility for our community, and then of course our community has to take its responsibility, but making sure that we put it out there about, okay, this is what you have to do, you know, to get your credit cleared up. And to be honest with you, that's exactly where the Black Wealth Ambassadors Group is coming in, what we're about to start. We have to teach our people how to get their credit taken care of. We need to teach them how to do home ownership. We also need to teach them how to balance life, balance a business, balance family. And I think that all of us, it's going to take all of us. Me and Toya can't do it. It's going to take everybody to do their part of it.
Right.
So knows about this. And well, I wonder if all our people know about this. And so let me share it on this group. So I mean, if they stop through or they check things out, they'll see that this is here.
Yeah, but we as a people, what you're saying, we have to take the initiative. People, I hate the saying that if you wanna hide something from a Black person, put it in a book, or make it to where you have to read it. We don't read. Reading is fundamental. We don't read nothing. Today I posted in our group that my friend, my brother has access to a non-athletic scholarship for graduates, 2021 graduates. Every person who has a child whose child is going to college should have been trying to email that dude, trying to find out, how can my baby get this scholarship? That's the one thing that I be looking for is free money for Janiyah.
But you know, also what comes with that, in order to get a scholarship, it's gonna be some essays, some you ain't gonna just give it to me.
No,
that's not how life works. That's not how life works. Nobody's gonna just give you anything. And if they do, you better doggone take it and do well with it and make sure you're paying it forward.
Yes.
Right. You know, it was something I heard on one of my webinars, and I love it. It said, when I push, I pull. And I think that's the mindset that we need to get. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to do with my new position, trying to get as many of us, that young lady on that other website where I told her to message me, send me your resume, let me get you in the door. I'm trying, as I push through, I'm trying to pull at the same time, because I think that's the way we have to. If everybody did that, you know how much further along we could be? Because so many of us get through those doors and we close them.
Yeah,
we feel like it's a competition. I got a printout on my desk that said I'm not a threat to you. Your leadership. If you're a true leader, then you understand that I'm not a threat. You understand that your weakness and my strength go together. We help each other out. And some of these leaders that we have at the company, they think, well, if I give it to Sharita, then that means I can't have it. That's not what it means. So we need to get that correct. Yeah. And I think in my job, when the whole George Floyd thing happened, I'm on the D&I council, and we had a whole round table about it. I called some of the Black employees at my job to tell them to be a part of this. They said no. They didn't want to voice their opinion because they were scared of the retaliation that come with it. We can't do that. As long as you don't say anything, nothing is going to change.
Everything is fine.
So I was on a limb all by myself from the Dallas office. So I just had to go for it.
Yeah.
Marsha, I'm gonna have
but you're right.
This table's been good. So the one thing that you want to know something, last week, Toya and I had the privilege to do a photo shoot with our friend Karen. Okay, let me tell you something.
Y'all froze.
Okay,
you're back.
Okay, so I thank God that in my 40s, God has connected me with women that know how to, that are not jealous. We know how to rock for each other. We know how to push each other, support each other, and just have each other's back. And last week, I was saying Toya and I had the privilege and the honor to be a part of Karen's.
The devil don't want you to say that because you froze right when you said Karen.
Well,
help us, Lord.
Try it again.
Help me.
We were a part of the Diane Curtis collection.
Woo! There you
go. Yes.
And look it up, Diane Curtis collection. Yes. Athleisure for every woman.
Yes. And the thing is, when me and Toya was there, even the other two ladies, when I say we were so excited for Karen, we were so excited. And me and Toya was like, we're gonna buy an outfit
everyone we try on, we buying it.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, it just feels so different to rock with women like that. It's there's no competition in our group. We're all married. We're all successful in our own lanes, and there's zero competition.
And to be able to help her launch her,
yes,
like just to even if my face isn't in it, and it's just the logo. But to say, oh well, I'm similar. We're frozen again.
Y'all back? Wait, ask Keith and them if you're freezing on them too. Is it just me y'all freezing on?
Y'all, is it us or is it Sharita? I honestly think it's us.
Okay, LaShawn Morgan just said, my husband and I spent our last dime on an 18-wheeler last May to start our trucking company. I was so scared to fail. I didn't sleep for weeks worrying about if this was going to work because we didn't have any more money, but God worked it out. We haven't been in business a year yet, and we bought our second truck 3 weeks ago.
Come on now.
God! Yes!
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
God. It's us. It's freezing.
Oh my goodness. Maybe it's because we have Sharita on here. Maybe it's.
I can back out because I ain't freezing.
No, I don't think that's it. I may have forgot to pay the
Y'all froze again.
Internet. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because it's raining.
Can we just at one point give a round of
Come
on, sister?
Yes.
I love hearing stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. And Sean, just stay encouraged. Let me tell you, I have launched so many different businesses, and not all of them have panned out. Even now, I am trying to reconstruct what I want to do, who I want to be, so that I can relaunch my brand. I'm not afraid. You can't be afraid. I tell people all the time, if Benjamin Franklin, if all these successful people, if they had just given up, if they had been afraid of failure, there's so many different things that we would not have right now.
Yes.
I'm not afraid of failing. And to be honest with you, I never even call it failing. I learned from that thing. Right, even though my marriages, none of my marriages were failures. That I am right now. and be the wife that I am to Victor, that I am right now, had it not been for all them other frogs. Okay.
I agree.
I kissed a bunch of frogs, but baby, I got a prince now. Now,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Look,
don't set yourself up.
Look.
You did good. You did good. Usually I throw on the bus and be like, hey, go on and say that. Say it. I'm not gonna do that to her tonight.
But I get excited when I hear about people launching businesses, because that being an entrepreneur, that is like, oh, I love all of that.
I do the same. You know, that French bistro, Nikki and Mike and Crystal, they opened it up, and I was like, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? So I go eat, I go order, I try to do, and then I just volunteer some time up there to go just help them get it set up. I just want to help you in any way I can.
Yes.
I'm big on it. I'm with you, Marsha. I love to see, if I surround myself with people who win, I can't lose. That's simple. I'm a math person. Look at Marsha mouth frozen.
Don't pay her no mind.
Oh my God. I was like, Marsha, not that one. Wait a minute. Hold on. I was like, and I almost looked like, I'm like, why Toya still moving? Is she doing like this? But you just saw.
LaShawn says it's called GNT Trucking Express.
Yes. GNT.
Okay, so as part of our new thing for starting on the month of May, on Wednesdays, we will be highlighting businesses, okay? And I'm going to put out, and it's called 15 Minutes of Fame. And so,
I like that.
Yes. And so we're going to be highlighting different businesses every week.
So, LaShawn, when we message you, you better doggone message us back.
That's right.
Put your business out there.
Yeah, so we can put you out there. And let me tell you something. That's the best thing about this group. We need for you to win. Even in the position that you're in, you're coming in contact with so many different people. We need for you to win. We need for you to be in leadership. We don't want everybody. We need our people in leadership to where you can bring other people on, help other people, be an influencer. I'm not just catering to business people. Let me tell you, I found out that you and I, Kenya got in trouble for saying Indians and chiefs and stuff like that, but y'all just gonna have to, y'all bear with me.
There's Kenya Moore, that is.
Yes, there's Indians and there's chiefs, but you got to know, even if you are an Indian, you have to know how to be a chief, even in your American.
You're so insensitive.
Yeah. No, I'm like Drew. I have Native American in my family, and I can prove all of it. No. I have.
You have not been on nobody's reservation. I don't want to hear about it. It's different.
My great
just like we talk to people from Africa, and we be like, we're African American. Have you ever been to Africa? No. Well, you're not African American. Get out of here with that. You cannot mock us. You cannot wear my robes.
I get you
again, baby.
But yes. So, Sean, I'm gonna send you a message because I would love for you and your husband to be on our. You have to understand, there may be people that do dispatching. You want to be connected with so good God, it said we frozen again.
Y'all back now.
Okay, you need to be connected to as many dispatchers as you possibly can be so that they can keep your truck moving. And that's what you want. So I'm really excited about this 15 minutes of fame. Keita, I need you to be on my 15 minutes of fame because you are an awesome, amazing businesswoman. So I'm going to put it out there. Every person who has a business, we're doing that 15 minutes of fame. And we have to remember to keep supporting one another, keep uplifting each other, especially us as women.
Yeah.
We have beating us down. We got enough stuff going on in this world that want to knock us down, make us want to hate each other, be jealous, envious. But we have to keep uplifting one another, speaking life into each other, encouraging one another, rooting for each other, supporting each other. We have to, because I need you to survive, because we are better together.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh, I'm gonna have my cousin come on here and display her business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you invite her to the Black Wealth? You need to invite her to the Black Wealth.
I think she a part of it. I gotta go back and look because I sent her an invite.
Yeah, so she definitely needs to be a part of it. We're also bringing to you all Tipsy Taco Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Presented by Ethoia.
Yours truly. So we gonna have that lemonade sangria.
So tonight I'm gonna put out. I'm waiting for one other person.
I'm getting ready to start screenshotting these frozen ones because they've been funny.
I know that's right, Keita. Keita said, "I'm a movement by myself, but we're a force when we're together."
Yes. Absolutely.
So Mondays we have something. We'll be showcasing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm open. If there's somebody that's watching and you know someone that is in health and wellness, I really need somebody to help us on our Health is Wealth Wednesdays. So if you know anybody, please let them know that they can share a video, share something. They take ownership of our Wednesdays Health is Wealth.
Screenshot what, Keita? What is Keita
talking about? I said that I was gonna screenshot some of these when y'all get stuck, so I can have it for. Because there's been some funny ones, but I don't know. We can watch it, so I can have it for later. So
don't play Sharita.
Oh, y'all froze right now. I can get it. Hold on. Dang. Let me see.
They can be able to talk.
Oh, y'all back. I'm gonna have to get one before we go. Let me turn it around and get ready.
Oh my God.
I can get ready to get it.
What's up tonight? I hate this, but I'm gonna get this internet taken care of because we ain't having this next week at all.
So, do you want me to get off and then see if that helps y'all last a little while? Is it me being on?
Trita, we got 3 minutes.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just saying, ain't no need for you to go nowhere now.
Okay.
To test the theory.
So, Sharita, since you're our special guest tonight, I want to ask you, what would you tell somebody who has they found themselves to be in a space of complacency? What would you tell them? What would you tell that person?
Don't be afraid to fail, and don't be afraid of the no. You're gonna get those, and just go for it. If I look back, I should have did what I did 10 years ago. And then when I look back and say, man, if I would have did this 10 years ago, where would I be today? So but it's never too late. But I'm telling people, my push for everybody would be go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
You can't go wrong when you know what you want. Yeah. And you go after it.
But if you look back, everything that you went after, everything that it wasn't necessarily that it was a success, but you learned. Yeah. You got something out of it. So don't be afraid.
In things not going your way. Because you know what you want to do differently the next time.
Correct. It's a lesson. Marsha said it. She learned from it. I've learned from it. I know that's why even with my marriage, it's so different now because if I had this much knowledge 20 years ago, I would have probably still been married to my ex. But because I have so much knowledge now, I'm able to pour into my marriage so differently now. It's so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your baby is on.
Yeah.
Not my baby. Oh.
So what would you tell somebody who is in dealing with the fear of complacency?
Well, it depends on what the complacency is. Because you could just say complacency, but like we said, we talk about complacency in relationships. Like I told you, just do something different. Try to keep da 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 da. Yeah, I give great advice. I think I think great advice.
You do pretty good, Joy.
I think I could have been a counselor if I wanted to. But there's a part of my life that I don't do. Like I have to tread lightly, kind of. I guess that's what I would say. Like, because when you know somebody, the same advice that I gave you may not work for me, and it may not work for you. So I have to be very cautious in, like,
Hold on, let me get y'all.
You just took a screenshot?
I did.
I can think clearly because it's not my situation. But if it's my situation, then I have to think about this, and that, because I know what has happened previously. So I have to maneuver differently in my own situation. So for a relationship, that. Now for business, hey, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah.
Right.
I always tell people, when I walked into my Psych 101 class in 1997, my teacher said, "Welcome to Psych 101, where you can help everybody except yourself." And that's the truth.
It is.
It's the truth.
Because you maneuver different for yourself. Damn you too, Keita. She said she got one too. She took a picture of us.
Wow. Why y'all doing this like this?
Hold on, Keita. I hope I was like this.
That's good.
So I guess for me, I just want to, what I would tell somebody is, I'm just going to piggyback on everything that y'all said. Live without fear. I tell people all the time, you'll never know unless you try. You'll never know if it's going to be no or yes unless you try. Today, I got some of, I don't want to say it was bad news, but like I was telling Toya, my job ends June 1st, 2021. And we are in the middle of building a house. And I'm either going to let fear set in, or I'm going to kick it into gear, and I'm going to rock this thing on out. And my thing is, I feel like I serve a God that he always got me. I applied for this position. They said no. Just because one person says no, it doesn't mean that I'm going to lose faith or whatever. One thing that I am, that I feel is that anytime in my life there has ever been a no, it was just because God has something greater and bigger in store for me. So that's what I'm going to tell you. Just because it's a no, it doesn't mean that it's not a bad thing.
No isn't final.
No isn't final. And that's exactly it. No isn't
delayed doesn't mean denied.
That's it right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't worried. He has not brought me this far to leave me now. So we just roll with it.
Yep.
This has been a really, really good talk. And I can't believe this hour just flew by.
Yeah, that was quick. Now that I'm on here, like, man, that was quick.
Yeah.
Because once you start talking, it always goes that way. It always seemed quick for us. Like, we always like, dang, we already have 45 minutes. Dang, it's already over an hour.
Yeah. We want to say thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
We really appreciate
it. Y'all.
And
thank you.
We are the three of us, and even our other friends, we have some of the best, richest, most amazing conversations. When I say iron sharpens iron, man, I promise you, whenever I leave you ladies, I'm always better than when I came. So
her wheels are spinning.
Always.
Yeah.
Never mess the plan.
So thank you so much for joining us tonight, okay?
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
All right, we love you.
Love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, that was a wonderful, wonderful conversation.
It really was.
I just want to say that all the things that I talk about my husband and me, we're okay. You're always making me laugh.
Oh my God.
We're okay.
Did you give the G thumbs up? Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. God help us. Well, you know what? We could not listen. I thought we was gonna get off and be, but we could not be serious even at the end. I thought you was gonna say something profound.
That's how I always get her, because she don't ever know what's getting ready to come out of my mouth. Just when she thought that.
I thought you was about to say something profound. You said no. Me and my husband are okay.
Okay. We're going on a date next week.
You know what? Y'all should.
And I'm not gonna plan it.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna text him. You know what? I'm gonna set this
Tired
one
of
up for
reservations.
Y'all. No, I'm gonna set this up and I'm gonna charge him. You know,
okay. So on all seriousness, when we talk about stuff, we're talking about real stuff. Like, this is how we really feel. And I know a lot of times we joke. I joke because I'm a jokester. I like to laugh. I like to have fun, even in serious moments, because this past year and a half has been make you want to pull your hair out.
Yeah.
And with everything that has been going on, this is our moment to laugh. Now, we laugh all the time. We always on the phone. She coming by, whatever. We laughing. But in all seriousness,
I'm sorry. I'm looking at I don't know if my eyelashes are. I am. I feel like it's like this. And so you
your eyelashes fine. Stop.
And I can't see good, so
you can't see.
God help me.
Okay, we're not gonna do this. All seriousness, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. I know that they had this draft pick, whatever, going on. They were listening somewhere, or they'll come back later and watch it. But we appreciate you all for tuning in. We hope you learned something about yourselves tonight, or something about us, because we always try to give a little something about us in everything that we say. If you have any suggestions for things that y'all want to hear us talk about, then feel free to message us at any given moment. Say, hey, look, I read this article about blah, 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 blah. I think we should talk about it. We down. If you have not done so already, and you haven't, I'm telling you, you haven't, go to our YouTube page and subscribe. So even if you don't catch us live here, you can get the notification over there, please. And it's Let's Talk About It with Ethoia and Marsha.
Yes. And
please
because we're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So we need y'all to
share from YouTube. You can't share it from here. Subscribe to our page as well.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
And we're trying to be sharpened. So please go subscribe.
Yes. And just some additional housekeeping. So starting in the month of May, next week, actually, we want to make sure that we're giving you more value. And this is just not a group to come and just, do nothing in. We want to make sure we're adding value to the community. So every day we have something lined up. And as I said earlier, I'm looking for someone who is in health and wellness so that you can take on our Health is Wealth Wednesdays. We also are looking for people who have businesses, and I'm going to post this in the group. We're looking for people that have businesses so that we can highlight your business. It's called your 15 minutes of fame. We're going to be doing it on Wednesdays. So please make sure, if you have a business, let me know. If you have a friend or a relative that has a business, invite them to the group. In coming up in the month of May, I believe it's May 24th, Saturday, I have a person who will be assisting us with marriage, someone who will assist us with financial literacy, um, 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 wealth management. And so I have a whole lineup, and it's for, I believe it's that Saturday. I think it's the 24th. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have my calendar, but it's the 24th. I think it's the last Saturday in May. And so we're wanting to add value to you, to our community. So make sure you support us. Like Toya said, go to YouTube. It's Ethoia and Marsha.
Let's talk
about it with Ethoia and Marsha. So subscribe and share. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful night, and
tune in next week for another episode of
Let's Talk About It.
Good night, y'all.
Peace.
2.